Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I'm back in full effect. So, today I am going to talk about how my weekend went from Friday to Sunday while eating me some Chinese food. I have some beef lo mein here with pork fried rice. See that? Just come and chop it up with you for a little bit. But before I start, I want to say please give my videos a thumbs up when you come in. If it's not too much to ask, if you can watch the videos all the way through, and just leave a genuine comment. You know, YouTube just be acting up and they switching all of these rules and doing all of these things and just making it harder for us to get anything done. Needless to say. So if that's not too much to ask for y'all, when y'all come in, if you could just watch the video all the way through, or even if you don't want to watch it all the way through, just let it play. Turn it down, go into another tab, and move on to your next video. But just let it play all the way through. I do be having some interesting conversations throughout my vid, so I'm gonna pray for my food, and we gonna get to cracking. Amen. So, oh, and I got my Sprite extra ice on deck. Ain't nothing like a McDonald's Sprite. It just quenches your thirst. So, I had a very long weekend this weekend. Very long. As some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not know because I have a lot of new subscribers. My son is heavily recruited for football. He's a defensive end, 250 pounds, 6'4", and he can play a lot of different positions for such a big guy. So we're starting now to go on his official recruiting trips. And this Saturday was our first one, and this probably goes for a lot of the boys who are being recruited, it's kind of tough to get to the official trips because they play on Friday nights. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So what was I saying? Yeah, so on Friday nights, a lot of the high school kids have their football games. Now, when you go on a recruiting trip, normally they fly you in. Your trip starts on Friday night at some point, and then it goes through to Sunday. But my son plays on Friday nights, 7 o'clock, and so we can't fly out on Friday nights. We have to fly out early Saturday morning. Ah, I'm always making a mess, y'all. I'm such a mess. If I had a spoon, I could show y'all. But pork fried rice here. So I was running with his game all day. We feed them on Friday afternoons about 2:30. The varsity players. 7 o'clock is the game. The game is over about 9:30 or so, 10 o'clock. I had to come home, finish packing my bag. Um, and then y'all know it's hard for me to go to sleep. Some of y'all may know. Look at that beef lo mein. This Chinese restaurant I go to, they're real good. They remind me of like New York Chinese restaurants. When you go outside of where you grew up at, not all Chinese restaurants cook the same. I found that out when I moved here, that they don't cook the same as the Chinese restaurants in New York. Most of the Chinese spots, anyway. But yeah, so by the time I got home, I went and got me something to eat. By the time I got home, it was probably about 11 o'clock. I had to finish packing my bag, and y'all know I don't sleep, so by the time I fell asleep, it was probably after 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was car service was due to be here at 6 to get us to the airport. I live about an hour from the airport. And our flight left at 8:54. So I had to get up about, I set my alarm for about 5:15, 5:20, because I had already showered and everything, so and had to have a whole lot to do in a couple of hours. We got to Nebraska. If I didn't say we went to Nebraska, um, we got to Nebraska about 1:30. We flew into Omaha, I think, which is about an hour from, I think, the school is in Lincoln. And so a sister was tired because I didn't fall asleep on the plane. I cannot sleep on the plane. So your girl was tired. So our car service was out there waiting for us to pick us up. I fell asleep in the car. It was a good little nap too. I'll be trying to get my screenshots, y'all. When I'm doing these things, it's so hard to get my screenshot. But we got to the hotel about maybe 2:30. Of course, it's the team hotel, so you had a lot of people that came in. You know, I guess parents, maybe spectators. I mean, it was like different when we was driving to the hotel. The hotel is not far from the stadium. So when we was driving to the hotel, we saw different areas of what they call it, doggone it, where you tailgating. It was different areas all over between the hotel and the stadium. Even at the hotel, they had like music outside and all of that, and then inside it was a restaurant where people was in there, you know, I guess getting their drinks or, you know, eating before the game or whatever. So the hotel was very, very busy. But our people who were going to be taking us around was waiting for us at the hotel. Um, Gave us our hotel keys. We went up to the room, used the bathroom, changed my shirt because they didn't give it to us. We had to give it back, but they had for us game day gear to wear. to the game, but me and my husband just wore the shirts. I think my son had on the shorts, the shirt and the jacket, and it was hot too and sticky. More so like muggy. But at 3 o'clock they had pre-meal, um, pre-game meal. So we went down and we ate. Met the coaches. And then from there they had a clap session is basically where the guys go over plays and kind of get their mind right for the game, and they do clap. They say so and so, called by the positions. All the guys stand up and then they show the plays and they call out the plays. That they think it is. So it's just kind of a session to get their mind right for the games and make sure they know their plays and what they're looking at or whatever. Then we went into another meeting, kind of like the same thing with all of the players or whatever. From there, the players took off to get on the bus to go to the stadium because the game was at 7 o'clock, and it was probably about between 4:30 and 5 o'clock at that point. And then from there, we had to walk to the stadium. Now, y'all know I ain't no walker unless I'm working out. It was hot and muggy out there, and it was about a good 15-minute walk from the Cornhusker Marriott to the stadium. And I was not in the mood to walk. I was tired. Now, I already done told y'all I didn't go to sleep until like after 3 o'clock Saturday morning. Had to be up by like 5 something to get myself ready because our car service was going to be outside my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. The only nap I really got was on the way to the hotel. And now we gotta, we basically hit the ground and running. Now they got us walking to the stadium. When I tell you your girl was sweating like a pig, I was sweating like a pig. So when we got to the stadium finally, they had like I guess you could say it was a barbecue dinner for all recruits from all different sports that they do. So the pre-meal game, I didn't eat a lot because I know we was going to be eating again like 2 hours later. And so they had this beef that I had, I think with some rice. It was really good, but I ate very little. And so we had our dinner, and then I want to say about 6 o'clock, we walked over to the stadium. We stood on the sidelines. They have the boys come out different positions to warm up and stuff like that. And closer to the game, the band comes out. If you go to my Instagram page, you will see kind of some of it. And so I want to say about 5 minutes to 7, they play maybe 10 minutes to 7, they start playing the highlights. They are very good with pictures and highlights. They make it look so bomb. I'm not lying. It is dope. Whoever does their photography, editing, videos, and all of that, they dope. So they play their little highlights, and then I want to say maybe like 5 minutes to 7, um, they'll show the team walking out the locker room, coming onto the field, and 7 o'clock the game about to start. So they had us up to our seats. When they say it's almost about 90,000 people in that stadium, they are not lying. It was packed. They said it was 89,570 something people in the stadium. It was. And you know what? The only complaint I had was I cannot sit in that stadium. You are like this. Like, I was sitting between my husband and my son, and I was basically up under their armpits, and it was hot out there. Everybody was stacked like this. Like, no lie. I cannot sit like that. It was hot. You up under each other. You don't have no elbow room. I was like, I told that head coach, I was like, only complaint I have, y'all need to make this stadium bigger, either sell less seats. I don't know. I know you got to get your money, but who wants to sit like this during the whole game when you sit down? I mean, sitting up under somebody. That was not cool. I need my personal space. And so I want to say they won. They played hard, but I want to tell you, by the time we sat down in them seats, Tamika was ready to go back to the hotel. Straight up. I did not want to sit. I was done. I was over. I was hot, sweaty, tired. I was so at halftime they took us back into the training room, and they had more food for us. So they had pizza and wings. I got me a little square piece of pizza because I wasn't really all that hungry because we had just ate. We had barbecue. So I got one little square piece of pizza because they had cut it up into like squares, and like two little wingettes and something to drink. And we sat there for about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, maybe the time of halftime. And then I was like, could I either stay in here, or could I go up to the players lounge where the wives be at, because I know I'm a wife, and we do have the players lounge where we could go and watch the whole football game, and that's normally what I do because I can't sit on them bleachers. I have a bleacher seat that I use at my son's games that connect to the bleachers. But when I'm traveling, I can't travel with my seat, and my back be killing me sitting in on the bleachers if it's not like a regular chair. So I normally go up to the players lounge and watch it on the big screen TV, sitting on the couch. So she said, "Yeah, I could take you up to the lounge with the wives." I said, "Will do." My husband and son went back out to the game. I'm not going back out there. Mm-mm. And so once the game was over, my husband and them came back up. My son came up for a second because they have a host. One of the players is their host. Supposed to take them out, show them around, have a good time. We got a ride back to the hotel. Thank goodness. We took our showers and got in the bed. They also had Chick-fil-A after the game. It's just a box that you grab and go. And even though I was tired, I still didn't go to bed until after 4 o'clock in the morning, which is 2 hours behind my time, and it take a while when I'm on different time zones. It take almost a week for me to adjust to that time zone. So I didn't fall asleep until after 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had to be up and out by 8 because we went to breakfast, and then we had meetings all day. I fell asleep in the defense meeting. It was just me, my husband, and my son. When I say I fell asleep, I fell asleep. I was so tired Sunday. Um, and we just had to go meet in the meeting. They took us around campus. We sort of doing, when I tell you, I had shut down. I was walking slow. I was so happy when it was time for us to get to the airport and get on that plane. I didn't fall asleep. I watched the movie, and we got home safely. I want to say we got home about maybe 8:30. Our car service was waiting for us when we was coming down the escalator to take us home. We got home about 8:30. I showered, got in the bed, and I probably fell asleep within an hour or two of getting in the bed. So it was a long weekend, but everything was good. It's a great program. They offer a lot. My son wants to go on 2 more official trips. I ain't ready, y'all. Because let me tell you, that was a long 24 hours. Yeah. So he wants to go on 2 more for now trips before he make his decision. He will be signing by December. They have 2 signing days, December and February, and so he will be on the December signing uh, list, and that is it. So let me show y'all one more time. See if I could get my screenshot of my food, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. And until the next one, peace. Give me that thumbs up.